categories, that algebraic and transcendental equations. In order to find out the solution for that, we have overall 4 methods: bisection method, regular falsi method, iteration method, Newton-Raphson method. Among that, I'm directly entering into the first method, which is the bisection method. Once again, I just give you a brief procedure of your bisection method. Unless and until you focus on this particular procedure, you can't find out the solution for the given expression. So whatever may be the algebraic or transcendental equations, here it is given, denoted by f of x equal to 0. Immediately you are calculating the two real numbers a and b such that f of a and f of b are of opposite signs. Then you are calculating the approximate root denoted by xn. It is a plus b divided by 2. Always n start with 0, 1, 2 and so on. Then that calculated approximate value is substituted in the given expression f of xn. If that expression is equal to 0, then you stop the procedure. That gives the solution. If it is less than 0, then a is replaced by xn. Greater than 0, b is replaced by xn. These are the only 3 important categories when you are entering into bisection method. So even in the last class itself, we have taken certain problems and I have given one problem as homework. Have you got the answer for that? X cube minus 4x minus 9. Have you got the answer? Shall I take the one more problem so that you can understand the complete procedure? So just you write down, problem is find a real root, of, I just give you one expression, x cube minus x minus 1, that is equal to 0. So one expression is given. So is it algebraic equation or transcendental equation? We have only the 2 categories. So because there is no special function, you can directly say that involving only one variable, it is an algebraic equation. So for this algebraic equation, so you are denoting with f of x. So better you write down for the given algebraic equation, let f of x equal to, that I am denoting with x cube minus x minus 1, that is equated to 0. So this is one algebraic equation. As per the procedure, we need to calculate the real numbers. So you are selecting any two real numbers, a and b. Generally, whenever you want to select the real numbers, always you start with 0 in your given expression. So I'm supposing that for x equal to 0, that you are substituting in your f of x. If I write x equal to 0 there, so 0 cube minus 0 minus 1, you are getting the answer is minus 1. This is less than 0. Similarly, you can go for x equal to 1, the next continuation value. This procedure is to be continued till you get opposite signs. So I'm supposing x equal to 1 here. So f of 1, it is 1 cube minus 1 and minus 1. What is the answer you are getting? 1 minus 2. Again you are getting minus 1. Still it is less than 0. So we need to get opposite signs. So again both are less than 0. Better you go for the next value, x equal to 2. So f of 2, that is equal to, substituting there, 2 cube minus 2 minus 1, which is nothing but 8 minus 3. You are getting the answer is 5, that is greater than 0. So previously it is negative, now it is positive. So therefore immediately you can stop the process. A is nothing but the negative value you are focusing. Negative means previous negative value. Don't go for the starting value. Your previous negative value is minus 1. For which value you are getting negative? It is 1. ఏ వాల్యూ దగ్గర అయితే వస్తుందో ఆ వాల్యూ తీసుకోవాలి. Don't take the final answer. Similarly, B, which is nothing but where you are getting the positive, that value you are taking the x value, it is nothing but 2. So a equal to 2 and a equal to 1 and b equal to 2. Once you get a and b values, therefore you are calculating the approximate root. The approximate root is given by, now you are calculating, is given by, the formula is xn equal to a plus b divided by 2. Here n is taking the values 0, 1, 2 and so on. So by using this particular expression, now you are calculating the approximate root. If I substitute the first value, so that means I am just substituting for n equal to 0. So I'm just substituting n equal to 0, so that you are getting x naught, that is equal to a plus b divided by 2. Your a value 1 and b value 2. Better you should have the calculator. 1 plus 2 divided by 2. The answer is nothing but 3 by 2. It is 1.5. So this 1.5, now you are substituting in the given expression. So consider I am substituting here f of x naught. The meaning of this is f of x, there you are substituting x equal to x naught. Your f of x is nothing but x cube minus x minus 1, where x equal to x naught means it is 1.5. So directly when I write this value, 1.5 whole cube minus 1.5 minus 1. Better you open the calculator and you give me the answer. What will be the answer now? Answer cheppalama tondaraga. 1.5 whole cube minus 1.5 minus 1. What is the answer?
0.875.
Right, 0.875. So whenever you are calculating the answer, that should be equal to 0. But here it is not equal to 0. Is it positive or negative? This value you are getting it as positive, which is nothing but greater than 0. If it is equal to 0, you can stop the process. Since you are getting greater than 0, as per the procedure, now you make a statement. Since f of x naught, that is greater than 0, when it is greater than 0, b is changing. So b equal to x naught. Your x naught value is nothing but 1.5 and there is no change in the a value. Now you directly calculate your next approximate root. Again, I am using the same formula. So for n equal to 1, I am going to the next value, n equal to 1. You are getting x1 equal to, same formula you are using, a plus b divided by 2. A is nothing but your previous value 1 and plus b value is 1.5, new b value. This is divided by 2. So 2.5 divided by 2. What is the answer you are getting? Fast Gundalama. You are getting the answer is 1.25.
1.25.
Right. So this 1.25. Now again you are substituting in the function. Consider I am substituting here f of x1. This is nothing but f of x. There you are substituting x equal to x1. Your f of x is nothing but x cube minus x minus 1 and x is equal to 1.25. You are substituting there. So what will be the answer? When I substitute x equal to 1.25 in your expression, 1.25 whole cube minus 1.25 minus 1. Give me the answer. What will be the value? 1.25
minus 0.296.
minus 0.296. Again, you are not getting equal to 0. So this value is less than 0. So you make a statement. Since f of x1, it is less than 0. When it is less than 0, a is going to be changed. So a equal to your new approximate root x1, that is equal to 1.25. ఒకవేళ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ 0 వస్తే b చేంజ్ అవుతుంది, లెస్ దెన్ 0 వస్తే a చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. Now immediately now you are finding another approximate root for n equal to 2. The formula is x2. It is equal to same a plus b divided by 2. Your A stands for new A value 1.25 plus B value, your previous B value. Your previous B value is 1.5, total it is divided by 2. So go to the answer 1.25 plus 1.5 divided by 2. Answer is 1.375. Is it correct? 1.375, correct, Amma? 1.375. Now you are consider f of x2. That means f of x, there you are substituting x equal to x2. So your f of x means x cube minus x minus 1. Here x equal to x2 means 1.375 you are substituting. Directly you substitute there. With the help of your calculator, better you calculate the answer. 1.375, it is whole cube minus 1.375 minus 1. So give me the answer.
Minus plus 0.224.
0.224. Again, you are not getting equal to 0. So this is greater than 0. Immediately, you can have a statement. Since f of x2, it is greater than 0. Now you are changing the b value. Your b is equal to x2. That x2 means 1.375. Now after getting this, again you are substituting this value for the next approximate value n equal to 3. If I write n equal to 3, x3, that becomes again a plus b divided by 2. Your a value, previous a value 1.25 plus b value, fresh value for b 1.375 divided by 2. So with the help of your calculator, 1.25 plus 1.375 divided by 2. Answer is 1.3125. 1.3125. So this value again you are substituting in the given function. Same procedure you are repeating, that's it. So now you are substituting, consider f of x3. So that means f of x. There you are writing x equal to x3. So f of x means x cube minus x minus 1. Here x equal to 1.3125. So this is equal to 1.3125 whole cube minus 1.3125 minus 1. You just verify whether you are getting 0 or not. What is the answer you are getting? With your calculator only, better use your calculator.
Minus 0.05.
Minus 0.05. So 0 రాలేదు కాబట్టి right. So again it is less than 0. So when it is less than 0, so make a statement that since f of x3 it is less than 0, so a is going to be changed, a equal to x3, that value 1.3125. So itla ekkada daaka continue cheyalante minimum 5 approximate roots you need to calculate. Ante n equal to 4 vachenta varaki. So write down for n equal to 4. So n equal to 4, I am getting here x4. Formula is a plus b divided by 2. So it's a value, your previous a value, fresh value 1.3125 plus b value 1.375 divided by 2. So as per your calculations, 1.3125 plus 1.375, it is divided by 2. So answer is 1.34375. 1.34375. And this value again you are substituting in your function. So consider ఒకవేళ 0 వస్తే ఆపేయండి ఇక్కడ. f of x4, this means f of x at x equal to x4. So your f of x is nothing but x cube minus x minus 1, your x equal to 1.34375. So if I write this value 1.34375 whole cube minus 1.34375, and here it is minus 1. So let me know the answer. Are you getting 0 or non-zero?
0.08.
So you are getting 0.08. So still you are not getting 0. So it is again greater than 0. So if you have any patience, you can go for the next approximate root and so on till you get f of x is equal to 0. But as per your time, better you stop for 5 approximate roots. Therefore, you can write down your final root. So you just make a statement after getting the 5 approximates. So repeating the same process, the approximate root is given by, you just write down only x is equal to, write down your first approximate root. What about your first approximate root, which is nothing but starting with x naught? It is 1.5. So write down 1.5 plus x1 you should write. x1, what is the x1 value? x1 is 1.25. And similarly, you can go for x2. Only x values you are writing, don't go for functions. x2 value is 1.375. Next, you are going to x3, 1.3125, 1.3125. Next, x4, 1.34375. Overall, it is divided by, now you are just writing it is divided by 5 approximate roots. So can you add the values and divide it by 5? How much you are getting? Just to take the total of all the x values, approximate roots divided by 5.
1.35625.
1.35625. So this is the final answer corresponding to the problem. Andariki ide answer ravalan rule em ledu, because some candidates, they may repeat more number of times. So whatever may be the answer you are getting, better that is going to give you approximate root corresponding to the given equation. Have you got the clue here? It is how you are calculating the root by using bisection method. Very simple, only the calculation of AB is important. Then you are trying to calculate approximate root step by step. If it is equal to 0, you can stop the process. If the function is greater than 0, B change, and less than 0, A is changing. That is the only 2 important clues in order to use bisection method. So for your practice purpose, I just give you one more problem also. Is it clear or any problem? Emma? Find a root of, I give you one typical one, x logarithm of base is nothing but x.
Sir, clear, sir.
Yeah, this is equal to 1.2 using bisection method. So you, the students, very calm going, I think. You are not giving any response even in your class. So one expression is given, and using bisection method, you are calculating the root. Can you give us the answer? That expression, how many variables are there? There is only one variable, x variable. Is it algebraic equation? Algebraic means it should not have any special functions. Is there any special function? in your given expression? Yeah, we have logarithm is one special function. So is it algebraic or transcendental? It's nothing but a transcendental equation. So better you make a line for the given transcendental equation, for the given transcendental equation, let I am supposing f of x that is equal to your given expression x log your base is 10, x log x minus I am taking to the left side 1.2 that is equal to 0. So this is nothing but your given transcendental equation. For this equation again you are selecting any two real numbers, same procedure, A and B we have. So whenever you want to select the real numbers, better you start with x equal to 0. So in your function you are substituting x equal to 0. So 0 logarithm of base 10 0 minus 1.2. What is the answer you are getting? Normally logarithm of 0 is taken as 0 only. So finally you are getting the answer is minus 1.2, that is less than 0. Similarly, you are moving to x equal to 1. F of 1. Normally in the mathematics, log 0 is generally undefined, but for your clarification, I am supposing it as 0 only because 0 into something is totally 0. So if I write x equal to 1, 1 into, as per your equation, log 1 minus 1.2. So what is log 1? Here base is 10. When you look onto the calculator, we have the two different logarithm buttons. LOG button is there, LN button. LOG stands for base 10 and LN button is nothing but base E. So here you are using LOG button. So logarithm of 1 is nothing but 0. So 1 into 0 minus 1.2. So final answer is minus 1.2. Still you are getting negative value. We should get opposite signs. So both are negative. Better you go for the next value x equal to 2. That is nothing but f of 2 means 2 logarithm of 2 minus 1.2. So with your calculator 2 into, so log 2 value, just you press LOG button and 2. So answer is 0.3010. 0.3010 and minus 1.2. Can you give us the final answer for this? Answer చెప్పగలుగుతారమ్మా?
minus 0.59.
మళ్ళీ మైనస్ వస్తుందా? minus 0.59.
597.
So 597 again you are getting it is less than 0. Again you are getting negative value. So better you go for the next value. మనకి ఆపోజిట్ రావాలమ్మా. F of 3 that is equal to 3 logarithm of 3 minus 1.2. So give us the final answer. నాకు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పండి. Use LOG button, don't go for LN.
0.231.
0.2231. Is it positive?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is greater than 0. So when you are getting opposite signs, therefore you can stop the process. And what is the A value now? What is the A value? You are taking opposite sign A and B values. So A value means wherever you are getting the last negative value, X value you are writing here, A equal to 2. Not it's 2 because
2.
the last negative value at 2 only. And B value, wherever you are getting the positive value, don't write the positive value, its corresponding X value, 3. So A equal to 2 and B equal to 3. Always you remember that A is selected for the negative value, B for positive value. So once you know A and B values, better you go for the approximate root. So at the approximate root is given by, so I'm giving you the formula, very simple. Xn, it is equal to a plus b divided by 2. Here n is taking the value 0, 1, 2 and so on. So for this equation, now you are substituting the first value. So for n equal to 0, if I write n equal to 0, n equal to 0, the starting approximate root x naught, it is a plus b divided by 2. So your a value is 2 plus b value is 3 divided by 2. Answer is 2.5. And this approximate root, now you are substituting in the given expression. So consider, I'm directly substituting there. Consider it is f of x naught. It is meaning is, so shall I directly substitute that value? Write down your expression x log x minus 1.2. There you are supposing x equal to x naught means 2.5. So if I write that 2.5 logarithm of 2.5 minus 1.2. So give me the answer. 2.5 into logarithm of 2.5 minus 1.2. మనకి ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఎలా ఇస్తే అలా సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసేయండి. చెప్పండి ఆన్సర్.
minus 0.205.
Minus 0.205. So this is not equal to 0, less than 0. So when it is less than 0, making a statement, since f of x naught is less than 0, so a is changing, a equal to x naught. So your x naught value is 2.5. So once you get that a value, now you go for the new approximate root for n equal to 1, x1, that is equal to a plus b divided by 2. A, the new value 2.5, b, your previous b value 3 divided by 2. So you are getting 2.2. Entama? 2.75, huh? 2.75. So once you get that x1 value, again you are substituting in the approximate that expression. So consider directly I'm substituting here f of x1. So in your f of x, it is x logarithm of x minus 1.2. There you write down x equal to 2.75. So directly 2.75 logarithm of, only press LOG button, 2.75 minus 1.2. ఆన్సర్ ఏమొస్తుందో చెప్పండి. Is it equal to 0 or greater than 0 or negative? Do you have the calculators? 2.75 multiplied by LOG button, again 2.75 bracket close minus 1.2. So you are getting the answer, some 10 to the power of 3 is there, minus 3. ఎంత వస్తుందమ్మా అది?
Yes, sir.
ఎంత వస్తుంది అన్నట్టు అంటే 10 to the power of minus 3 అంటే డివైడెడ్ బై 10 power 3 అన్నట్టు. అంటే ఎంత? 0.008. Divided by 1000. So 0.008. Approximately you are getting this value. So is it positive or negative? This is greater than 0 only, positive value. So better when it is positive. So since f of x1, it is greater than 0. So b is changing. Your b stands for x1, 2.75. So now this value, again you are calculating the next approximate root. So for n equal to 3, n equal to 2, I think, because we have calculated only up to 1. So for n equal to 2, So x2, it is equal to a plus b divided by 2. So a plus b divided by 2 means a value, your previous a value. What is your previous a value? 2.5. Because 2.5, only latest values you are taking. B means 2.75. Total it is divided by 2. So 2.5 plus 2.75 divided by 2, you are getting answer is 2.625. Don't check whether it is positive or not. You forget about approximate roots. Only the problem is in your function. Consider f of x2. So it is x log x minus 1.2. There you are supposing x equal to 2.625. So that value you are substituting 2.625 logarithm of 2.625 minus 1.2. So let us think about that answer. ఏమొస్తుంది 2.625 LOG button 2.625 bracket close minus 1.2 you are getting. So answer is
minus 0.09.
So minus 0.09. So here you are getting less than 0. Okay, negative వచ్చింది. మళ్ళీ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ చేయండి. నెగిటివ్ వచ్చింది అన్నప్పుడు ఏం చేంజ్ అవుతుంది అక్కడ? సో సిన్స్ f of x2 is less than 0, better you change a value. That a is nothing but your x2 value is 2.625. So now you go for n equal to 3. ఇప్పుడు x3 value వస్తుంది a plus b divided by 2. So your a value, that latest value 2.625 plus b value, your previous b value 2.75. Total it is divided by 2. So answer 2.625 plus 2.75 divided by 2. So you are getting the answer 2.6875. 2.6875. So this value you are substituting in the function. అమ్మ మీతో పాటు నేను కూడా క్యాలిక్యులేటర్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నా, ఎందుకంటే మీరేం f of x3. So write down here x logarithm of x minus 1.2. There you are supposing x equal to 2.6875. So in your expression you are substituting that value. ఏమొస్తుందో ఒక్కసారి చూడండి. 2.6875 into logarithm of 2.6875 minus 1.2. So better you are taking
minus 0.046.
Minus 0.046. So again it is less than 0. So better you state here it is since f of x3 less than 0. So a value is changing, a equal to x3. So x3 value ante manaki 2.6875 అని వచ్చింది. Now you go for the last approximate. ఎందుకంటే maximum 5 వరకు వెళ్ళండి సరిపోతుందమ్మా. సో x4 ఎంత వస్తుందో చూడండి, a plus b divided by 2. So your a value, your latest a value 2.6875 plus b value, previous b value 2.75. Total it is divided by 2. So 2.6875 plus 2.75 divided by 2, you are getting the answer 2.71875. 2.71875. కొంతమంది 2 digits తీసుకుంటారు పాయింట్ తర్వాత, 3 digits తీసుకుంటారు. డోంట్ చేంజ్ ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ డిజిట్స్. మీరు స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి ఎలా అయితే ఉంటారో అదే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ డిజిట్స్ ని తీసుకుంటూ పోవాలి. ఒకసారి 1 digit, ఒకసారి 2 digits అట్లా మాత్రం తీసుకోకండి. సో దిస్ యు ఆర్ సబ్స్టిట్యూటింగ్ ఇన్ యువర్ f of x4, దట్ ఫంక్షన్ f of x4. నాకు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పండి అమ్మా ఏమొస్తుందో. If I write that x4 value in the given expression, what will be the answer you are getting? 2.71875 into logarithm of 2.71875 minus 1.2.
minus 0.019.
సో మైనస్ 0.019 మళ్ళీ అక్కడ లెస్ దెన్ 0 వచ్చింది. అంతకంటే వెళ్ళకండి, ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఇక అక్కడి వరకు వచ్చేసాం కాబట్టి మళ్ళీ లెస్ దెన్ 0 కాబట్టి ఏ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. సో ఆల్రెడీ 5 చేసాం కాబట్టి బెటర్ యూ మేక్ ఎ స్టేట్మెంట్. సో రిపీటింగ్, మన మెయిన్ టార్గెట్ ఏంటి అని అంటే ఫంక్షన్ 0 రావాలి. సో రిపీటింగ్ ద సేమ్ ప్రాసెస్, the approximate root is given by, so just you write down x value, write down all your available approximate roots and take the average. నాకు ఆన్సర్ ఏమొస్తుందో చెప్పండి. అన్నిటిని టోటల్ చేసి డివైడెడ్ బై ఎన్ని చేసాం, 5 చేసాం కాబట్టి డివైడెడ్ బై 5. You just add all the approximate roots, only x values, x0, x1, x2, x3, x4 divided by 5. Its average value. How much you are getting? Are you getting approximately 2.68? అమ్మా కరెక్టేనా? సరే, మీకు వచ్చిన వాల్యూ రాయండి.
2.656.
సరే,
2.65.
okay, no problem. So this is your answer corresponding to the problem. Okay, idea ఇది వస్తుంది కదా ఇప్పుడు ఎట్లా అన్నది. సో I just give you one problem. ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఫాస్ట్ గా చేసి ఇవ్వండి. evaluate a real root of 4 sin x, it is equal to e power x. Find out chestara. Is it algebraic equation or transcendental equation? Algebraic or transcendental?
Transcendental, sir.
Right.
Transcendental.
ఇప్పుడు నాకు చెప్పండి, ఫాస్ట్ చేయండి, నాకు ఆన్సర్ ఏమొస్తుందో చెప్పాలి. సో ఫర్ ద transcendental equation I just give you the beginning. For the transcendental equation, let f of x equal to 4 sin x, right side you are taking to the left side, e power x, that is equal to 0. Now you are selecting the real numbers a and b. మీరు ఏదన్నా అవసరం ఉంటేనే అన్మ్యూట్ చేయండి, లేకపోతే మ్యూట్ చేసి పడేయండి. సో we have substitute first x equal to 0. అమ్మ x equal to 0 చేస్తే f of 0 ఏమొస్తుందో చెప్పండి. 4 sin 0 minus e power 0. Sin 0 is anyhow 0 value, so you are getting -1, that is less than 0. Go for next value x equal to 1. Amma f of 1, 4 sin of 1 minus e power 1. అవును, ఒకసారి క్యాలిక్యులేటర్ ఓపెన్ చేసి చూడండి. 4 sin 1 కొట్టాలి, sin and 4 కొట్టి సైన్ బటన్ 1 ప్రెస్ చేసి దాని తర్వాత మైనస్ ఈ పవర్ రావాలంటే ఏం చేస్తారు, షిఫ్ట్ ln అనే బటన్ ఉంటుంది, షిఫ్ట్ ln, అప్పుడు ఈ పవర్ వస్తుంది. జస్ట్ అక్కడ పవర్ దగ్గర 1 కొట్టండి, So you are getting the answer. Have you got the answer?
Minus 2.648.
రైట్ ఇక్కడ ఒక చిన్న ప్రాబ్లం ఉందమ్మా. మీరు ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే ఈ ట్రిగనామెట్రిక్ ఫంక్షన్స్ యూజ్ చేసేటప్పుడు యూ జస్ట్ లుక్ ఆన్ టు ద స్క్రీన్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ క్యాలిక్యులేటర్. ఆర్ యూ గెటింగ్ ఎనీ సింబల్ ఆర్ రేడియన్స్ లలో ఒకటి కనబడుతుందా చెప్పండి. రేడియన్స్ ఆర్ అనే సింబల్ కనబడుతుందా మీకు స్క్రీన్ మీద చూడండి. కనబడుతుందా? లేదు. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారంటే బెటర్ ఒక్కసారి మీరు ఏసీ బటన్ ప్రెస్ చేసి షిఫ్ట్ మోడ్ అని కొట్టండి. షిఫ్ట్ మోడ్ అక్కడ 4th ఆప్షన్ ఒకటి ఉంది రేడియన్స్ అని, RAD. ఆ 4 అనే ఆప్షన్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి. ఇప్పుడు స్క్రీన్ మీద మీకు R అనే సింబల్ కనబడుతుంది. whenever you are using trigonometric functions, calculator must be in the radians only. అలా ఉంటేనే you will get the correct answer. లేకుంటే మనకు ఆన్సర్ అంతా తప్పు అవుతుందమ్మా. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇక్కడ స్క్రీన్ మీద రాసాను చూడండి. హ్యావ్ యూ గాట్ 0.647 ఫైనల్ ఆన్సర్? ఇప్పుడు ఒకసారి కొట్టి చూడండి. 4 sin 1 e⁻1. సో దిస్ ఈస్ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ 0. మీరు ఒకవేళ అది కనుక చేంజ్ చేయకుండా కనుక చేస్తే మీకు ఆన్సర్ మొత్తం తప్పు వస్తుందమ్మా. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి ఇమీడియట్ గా వచ్చింది కాబట్టి దేర్ ఫోర్ యువర్ ఏ వాల్యూ నెగిటివ్ వాల్యూ దేనికి వచ్చింది అంటే 0కి, అండ్ బి వాల్యూ పాజిటివ్ వాల్యూ వచ్చింది 1కి. రైట్. ఏ అండ్ బి వాల్యూస్ బి క్యాలిక్యులేటెడ్. నౌ యూ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద అప్రాక్సిమేట్ రూట్. బాబు అది ఎవరయ్యా మాట్లాడేది? ఆ మాట్లాడేది వాళ్ళు ఏదైనా అవసరం ఉంటేనే అన్మ్యూట్ చేయండి, లేకపోతే కంప్లీట్ గా అందరినీ మ్యూట్ చేసి పడేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. మీకు అవసరం ఉంటేనే అన్మ్యూట్ చేసేయండి. ద అప్రాక్సిమేట్ రూట్ ఈస్, సో xn it is equal to a plus b divided by 2. Here n value is taking 0, 1, 2 and so on. నాకు ఇప్పుడు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పండి. ఫర్ n ఈక్వల్ టు 0 డైరెక్ట్ గా చెప్పండి. x0 ఏమొస్తుందో చెప్పండి. చేయండి ఇప్పుడు ఫాస్ట్. 1/2 అని అంటే 0.5 కదా. ఈ 0.5 తీసుకెళ్ళి ఆ ఫంక్షన్ లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి. అది రేడియన్స్ లోనే ఉండాలి ఎప్పుడైనా కానీ. క్యాలిక్యులేటర్ చేంజ్ చేయకూడదు, ఎందుకంటే ట్రిగనామెట్రిక్ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఎప్పుడు వచ్చినా కానీ ఇట్ షుడ్ బి ఆల్వేస్ ఇన్ ద రేడియన్స్. సో ఒక్కసారి ఫిక్స్ చేసి పెట్టుకోండి, ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు. అది వాల్యూ తీసుకెళ్ళి ఫంక్షన్ లో సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయండి. విల్ యూ గెట్ 0? ఇఫ్ యూ గెట్ 0 యూ స్టాప్ ద ప్రాసెస్. లెస్ దెన్ 0 వస్తే ఏ చేంజ్ చేయండి, గ్రేటర్ దెన్ 0 వస్తే బి చేంజ్ చేయండి. ఫాస్ట్ గా, ఇజ్జత్ కా సవాల్. మేక్ ఇట్ ఫాస్ట్. ఏమొచ్చిందమ్మా? 4 sin of that 0.5. ఇది చేసి 0.5 మైనస్ ఈ పవర్ లో ఉంది కాబట్టి షిఫ్ట్ ln 0.5. సో యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ద ఆన్సర్ 0.2689 కదా.
0.2689.
Rho it is not equal to 0. Greater than 0 it is. So when it is greater than 0, you change the b value. B value ఆ స్టేట్మెంట్ రాయండి కంపల్సరీ. నాకు నేనేం రాయట్లేదు, జస్ట్ యూ రైట్ ఆన్ ద స్టేట్మెంట్ అండ్ గో ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ అప్రాక్సిమేట్ రూట్. చేయాలమ్మా, ఫాస్ట్ చేసి చెప్పండి నాకు ఆన్సర్. సేమ్ ప్రొసీజర్. సో యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ x1 ఏమొస్తుందో చూడండి. సిమిలర్లీ యూ కెన్ గో ఫర్ 0 వస్తే ఆపేయండి, అదర్వైజ్ యూ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ నెక్స్ట్ అప్రాక్సిమేట్. సిమిలర్లీ x3, సిమిలర్లీ x4. మీకు x4 క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ చేసేంత వరకు కూడా 0 రాకపోతే దెన్ యూ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ యావరేజ్ రూట్. Therefore, you calculate your x value. So as per my solution, here I am getting 0.3678 undamma, 718. మీకు కూడా అంటే అప్రాక్సిమేట్గా ఇంత రావాలంతే, కొంచెం అటు ఇటు వచ్చినా ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. యు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ వన్ బై వన్. మీరు అప్రాక్సిమేట్ రూట్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసిన తర్వాత సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ దట్ వాల్యూ ఇన్ యువర్ గివెన్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0, స్టాప్ ద ప్రాసెస్. నాట్ ఈక్వల్ టు 0 మీన్స్ less than 0, change a value, greater than 0, change b value. Again, you go for the next approximate route. You are repeating the same process. నాకు ఆన్సర్ చెప్పండి ఎంత వస్తుంది అది. Meanwhile, I give you one homework problem. So even for this, I just give you the answer also. Very easy. 0.7388. It is also involving trigonometric function. So better, it is a transcendental equation. It calculator should be in the radians. అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకొని స్టార్ట్ చేయండి. ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక్కసారి ఫిక్స్ చేయండి, ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో కూడా టెన్షన్ పడకుండా ఉంటారు. So have we got the approximate roots? Final approximate root, approximately I have given that 0.36718. And here is one more homework problem by using the same method.